Let's have a beautiful experience. In this video, we're going to talk about everything you need to know while starting your day to raise your testosterone naturally and make your penis bigger. It's a beautiful thing. You gotta love it. All right, before we get started here, please do me a huge favor. Please ring the bell, subscribe to the channel, tell some friends, and of course, follow me on my social media. I go by Jesus_Detroit on my Instagram, Snapchat, I'm Young Dago. And yes, in this video, I'm actually just waking up right now, getting the cobwebs off, letting the sun, get on my skin and let me glow and let me grow. And I got my green tea right there, just, helping me, just get my day rolling. And this is, I intend on giving you guys a few tips on how to naturally raise your testosterone and how to manifest a bigger, thicker, wider, longer, stronger, and harder penis. That's what I do. I got the BCC, the Big Cock Collective, the Big Cock Consciousness, where I teach people how to manifest their best version. And, that's what I want to show you guys how it all begins, man. I just, mind you, I just slept for about, 15 hours. If you guys seen my video last night, I was on the roof. And, I was up for like 36 hours. And, yeah, so I needed to catch up on some snooze. And I feel beautiful. Right now I'm just getting that green tea in me. And that's one of the first things I like to do when I start the day. But before I even get out of bed, there's some things I like to say. So I'll be lying there. I might have my, my wolf or my bear or whatever, they're chilling back there, and I might look like a mess, but I'll see if I can show anything, Mind you, I am in the sun right now, getting that sun growth. If you want to check out any videos on that, I believe that the power of the sun can definitely, harness some growth in you, man. The sun's all about growing things, so you might want to put it on your thing, you know what I mean? So anyways, be as it may. And the things I like to say before my feet even touch the ground or whatever. And you might see these LOA videos where I keep a glass of water by my bed. You know what? To each their own. All right. I don't even like water. Like I drink it right when I get up. I think keeping water by your bed's not really the best move because, if you want to sleep for a long time, you don't need anything to interrupt. Like having to get up and take a leak, you know what I mean? That's just no good for nobody. If you intend on sleeping for a long time, keep the water away. But if you want to wake up early, then I would say that's a great way to, go about it. And I actually remember that in an episode of The Simpsons, believe it or not, where Bart, he was drinking the water and he was doing some Native American, kayak canoe thing. And that's how he woke up, I remember. So you can actually pick up a few tips out of anything that you could see. It's all correlated. This is all a collective matrix dream, whatever this might be in between. We're all connected on some level. So, whatever tips you can get, that's a beautiful thing, even if it is from a cartoon. So before my feet even leave the ground in the morning, I always sleep on my back. And I always have crazy dreams because, like I say, man, I'm always dripping that DMT, battling it out in the astral realms, and I ain't got to snort for it, jab a vein for it. All I got to do is sleep, and I'm out there, I'm either, floating around or I'm 1,000 feet tall, sucking my huge piece of meat that's throbbing between my huge heaving pecs. Got a whole bunch of crazy fetishes and intentions that I'm going to do here and manifest with all you guys, creating our best. And like I said, when I'm in bed and I wake up, my wolf or my bear might be there, or my cat or whatever. Just before I even let my feet hit the ground, I always want to put my hand on my heart, and that's where you start, and you got to give gratitude, man. You got to say, because gratitude's the attitude, man. So you start with that and you say, thank you for giving me another day. Thank you for giving me another beautiful day, another beautiful shot. Let's make beautiful things happen. That's usually what I start with. And excuse me, I gotta get me some green tea real quick. You know what I mean? So salute. Oh yeah, it's a beautiful thing. I'll tell you about that in a minute. After I get out of bed, that's usually my go-to after the apple cider vinegar. And I always set the intention that this is filling my body with antioxidants, and it's making my hair longer, thicker, fuller, more beautiful. And that's why I put green tea in my body, man. It's a beautiful thing. So with that, you know, Mr. Wilson over there, you know, so with that, you set your, you know, before you leave the bed, all right, you put your hand on your heart, you give gratitude, because gratitude's the attitude. Intend on having a beautiful day. Set an intention, man, before you walk out of the bed, you know, be like, I'm gonna have a beautiful day today. Thank you for this beautiful shot. Any which words that you gotta use, because like I say, my words could be like using Mandarin to you. So find the ones that feel, you know, that go with your flow, that go with your vibe, and there's no wrong way in this, you know. But they do say words are powerful. So, you know, try to choose ones that don't have negative inclinations on them. And like, you could look at anything, like even the word morning could be considered a negative word. But it's like, if you never thought of it as a negative word, then how is it negative? You know what I mean? So that's where I'm at with that. If you like using good morning, go ahead and use it. I threw it out of my system, you know, just because, like, you know, I you know, I'll go the whole extra 9 yards or whatever, you know. All right, you don't want to use morning? I don't use that anyways. I always say, you know, if somebody says good morning to me in the morning, I just say, how you doing? You know, that's my flow. You know, you don't have to say, how you doing? But if it feels good to me, and that's how I go with it. So somebody, good morning, how you doing? How you doing? I say, I'm doing beautiful, because that's how I'm doing. No matter what, I always want to just raise the vibe of any room that I'm in at any given time. And that's the type of stuff that you got to say to just make people change their way. And that's the best hack for making everybody just have a blast, and just understand that, you know, we're here to have some fun, man. Just get people out of that autopilot mindset of just like, all right, go get my coffee, go to the car, go to We don't have to do any of that. You know what I mean? You just gotta you know, be happy that you're breathing, man. You gotta be happy that you got a shot. And I feel that, you know, when I'm waking up out of bed and I'm giving gratitude, and I'm just feeling, you know, having the intention set that I'm gonna do something beautiful today. That's, you know, that's a great way to start. You know what I mean? So you go from the heart. You say something along those lines like, I thank you for this beautiful day. I intend on having a beautiful day, making somebody feel some kind of way. You know, whatever you got to say. I speak a lot in rhymes, and this is just the universe flowing through me. And I'm a conduit for it, and this is the way it flows through this particular model and this situation of this scenario of where we're at in this moment at this time. So, before the feet hit the ground, gratitude's the attitude. Set the intention, and, you know, if you have, like me, if you're waking up, you know, with a huge piece of meat throbbing between the knees that's tearing apart the sheets at this time, and you're ready to just, you know, go, you know, masturbate for manifestation, or like back in the day, it would have been just, you know, blowing a load before you get out the door, which is just not, you know, a productive move at all. And that would be like me throughout, you know, when I was a teenager or whatever, going through, you know, high school or going to work. I used to do it all the time. And, like, you know, I don't recommend, you know, maybe as a teen, it's just, you know, I felt right at the time, and like where I'm at now, and using the Montauk Chi way of charging my chi and not wasting my seed, and, you know, building up my ejaculation for days. You know, sometimes I go weeks without blowing a load. And that might sound crazy to you, and to me, it's just something that I like to do. I feel like extra energized. I don't, like, whenever I blow my seed, it becomes more of a ceremony now. You know, for one, I don't waste it. You know, if it's just me that's doing this, you know, I'm gonna eat it, man. These are like, I know, man, it might sound crazy to you, but I preach this a lot. And, you know, it's like free stem cells. Like, I mean, people go to the doctors to pay to have this stuff injected in them. And you got the life-giving, you know, fertilizer that's just, you know, hanging around under your guy down there in the big sperm tanks. So you might as well put some of that back into the bank, man. Put it into your body, man. You gotta, if you're gonna cash that check, you might as well, you know, flourish on, you know, what you're doing. And I feel that stuff can definitely help your skin out. It can definitely help your muscles out. It can help your, you know, it can help your penis grow and help you remain more virile. And I feel like that's something that people don't take into consideration. And I'm not saying that you got to all do this. It's not all part of masturbation for manifestation. It's just something that I do because I don't like to waste any part of me. I mean, I feel like I want to, if I can harness the best out of me, that's what I'm going to do. So when you start your day, you might have that, you might have that piece of meat tearing the sheets, and you might want, your go-to move might either be to play with it and ejaculate, or it might just be nothing. You just go take a leak and just let it go down to this thing. I'd say before you leave the room, after giving gratitude, you charge up the root, or vice versa, depending on the flow of your day. If you're just waking up extra like horny or something, you might as well start there, but you might forget about everything else and go without care. And I think that you got to put a little bit of love, because it goes a long way. So anyways, you wake up with it hard. I'd say that you should try to give it a quick edge at the start. And when you edge, that's right when you go to right before you're gonna, ejaculate. And Montag, he preaches methods about using that that energy and just flowing it through up your body. And I try to, I put it into my muscles, I put it into my, my hair, or my wherever I want to like focus on putting it. I just put it into making me my biggest, best, most beautiful version, instead of just blowing it away. That's how I do it. And you got to understand the Wu Wei Tao type of practices to get more in touch with your body. And I could definitely help you out along the way. That's one of my intentions of the BCC. And, I am a coach here. I help people make their penises bigger, wider, thicker, longer, stronger, and harder. So if you guys want any type of, one-on-one advice, I do Skype sessions. I put programs together. I'm here to help you manifest your best. So you wake up, you're hard, you edge it at the start, you don't blow your load. Don't blow your load before you hit the door. And I know that goes against there's what Woganowski said, and there's something about Mary. And I feel like that right now with, I didn't comb my hair yet, but, you know what I'm saying? Like, because he had when he's like, you don't flog the dolphin before you leave the door or your first date. That to me is all, that Woogie had it wrong. And as you see in the movie, he did have it wrong. You know what I mean? But you don't want to blow your load before you hit the door. Maybe, somebody that's a teenager or something, you're working with a different machine at that time. That's something completely up to you. But I never found that to be helpful to me. I think that you want to have as much chi as you can. It's just using that energy in the right motion. And that's something that Montag talks about a lot, is you don't want to have too much energy. You want to be able to release it too. So, when you've been building up a load for a long time, it definitely is a good time to release it. It's harvest moon season. Go ahead and harvest that seed. You might want to check out one of my crazy moon updates. I got a couple of them, and I got, it's usually when I'm on the roof screaming and howling, and that just feels good to do, because that's one of my go-to triggers to just get my blood flowing, skin glowing, hair flowing, and body knowing that this is all a beautiful dream and opportunity to just live and be. And I'm here to help out the collective see that they can be. And that's what I'm here to do, man. I intend on you guys to feel beautiful. I love giving that advice. Any room that you're in, anybody crosses your path, this is definitely the win. Just instead of thinking anything about this guy looks like that guy, or he looks like that person, or who you're, no, none of that. It's just, I intend on that person to have a beautiful day, and you keep going your way, and you watch that room change. You will hack the matrix. You will change the vibe of that room, and you're doing a beautiful thing for the universe, man, because the universe is a mirror. And if you want beauty to appear, you got to keep this clear. So don't be building any type of stories about somebody that you're seeing out there, even if it's not, negative or positive, even if it's a neutral story. Forget the story. Just intend on that person to have a beautiful day. Focus on your story. Write your story. We are the creators of our own beauty and divine, because we are all from the stars. We are all part of this. We are all divine. We're beautiful. And so, like I said, this was a quick wake-up rant. I got to go to, I got a family event going on today, and I always want to deliver a video every day. My intention is to make you feel some kind of way, to bring a smile to your face, to just give positive motivation, have a beautiful experience, and be able to just, show you guys another outlook in this place, man, because there's no right or wrong way to do it. You just got to find your way. And that's one of my, that's one of the hacks, man. You wake up, gratitude's the attitude before the feet hit the ground. You edge before the start, and then you go into your routine of whatever you got to do. Some people go straight to the water. Some people go straight to coffee. I used to be a straight coffee guy, at a particular time before I would go out and, swing the hammer. Not just that hammer, it's, yeah, I would, when I was doing construction, straight coffee to the job site. No good for nobody. You want to wake up and, just have yourself some water. And I use some ABC, some apple cider vinegar. And, that's a great way to just clear it out. And if I find that to, clear you going more than a cup of coffee sometimes, you know what I mean? Like if you gotta drop a deuce in the morning, that's a great way to do it, man. The apple cider vinegar will definitely clear you out. And then I go straight to my my green tea over here. And, I'm gonna take a quick salute, before it's gone. Oh yeah, Hollywood. It's a beautiful thing. Yeah, I feel Hollywood. I feel beautiful. I feel the sun flowing, I feel the skin glowing, I feel the body growing, and I feel beautiful knowing that I'm helping out you guys in some type of way. And yeah, so green tea is definitely a great thing to start your day with. Set the intentions that it's good for it's going to fill your body with antioxidants, and it's going to help out your hair. That's one of the best things that you can do with this. Anytime you drink green tea, set the intentions, you know what I mean? And it's not like you have to do it every time, but it's great practice to be in, and I recommend that. So with that, make sure you guys sign up in the BCC. Type down anything below that you might have found that blew your mind, or anything that you want to have discussed on another video. I'm all ears. I'm open for growth. I'm open to help you. I intend on you guys to have a beautiful day. I love you guys. Make sure you tell some friends. Of course, follow me on that social media, Jesus Detroit, Snapchat, Young Dago. You guys are beautiful. I love you guys. Peace.